A lot of dating coaches talk about walking into a bar and walking out with the hottest woman. But I can tell you now that as somebody who has run nightclubs in central London for many, many years, as someone who's organized countless events, and I have on many occasions walked out of the bar with the hottest woman, I'm gonna tell you right now that the guy that walks out with the hottest woman also walked in with the hottest woman. Now, I know this is something that sounds so obvious that everybody should know it, but it's true. In almost any situation, it is very rare for a very beautiful woman to go somewhere on her own. The most beautiful women in the world have options. Despite what people will tell you, there are lots of guys that try and hit on beautiful women all the time. And they always have a whole bunch of guys that are either trying to date them or are in some form of relationship with them, whether it's an open relationship, friends with benefits, or actually dating them. In almost every single one of these situations, it's very rare that a very beautiful woman is gonna say, I'm gonna go to the bar to meet somebody. So because that situation very rarely happens, 9 times out of 10, the most beautiful person in the bar is there with somebody. And if it is another woman, she's not gonna wanna ditch her friend because that puts her friend in a dangerous situation. Even if she's confident in herself, she may not feel safe for her friend, and she only just met you, so she's unlikely to leave with you and ditch her friend. Or she went there with a guy, at which point she doesn't really want to be rude to the guy. Now, I'm not saying it can't happen, and I'm not saying that every so often it doesn't. I'm just saying that 9 times out of 10, the hottest girl in the bar walked in with somebody who she will be walking out with again. Which means if you want to be the guy that walks out the bar with the hottest woman, then you kind of want to walk in with them too. And this is the key to understanding the highest levels of attraction. By removing all this BS that goes on in our mind that we can just walk into a bar and walk out with the hottest girl, and instead focus on meeting the most beautiful women in other places where you're much more likely to find them. The thing that makes beautiful women beautiful is that they are working on themselves constantly. They're constantly doing self-improvement. There's a quote by my girlfriend, which I absolutely love, which is, there's no such thing as ugly women. There's just women that aren't taking care of themselves, right? And that phrase is so true. Any guy who doesn't take care of himself is gonna end up looking like crap. Same with any woman that doesn't take care of herself. But the most beautiful women are really just women that really know how to take care of themselves. It's very rare that our genetics are actually the thing that's holding us back. Most of the time, it's because we're just not putting the effort in. And for some people, you have to put more effort in than others, but that doesn't mean it cannot be done. So you have a much better chance of meeting beautiful people in other locations. I always used to say, if you want to meet really, really beautiful people, just hang out in the cosmetic office, cosmetic surgery office. It sounds crazy, but I have never been hanging out in a cosmetic surgery office and not just seen tons and tons of beautiful people. Because of course, that's why they're there. Now, of course, they're kind of like doing fake beauty, but still, there's a whole bunch of beautiful women there. And I know this because I used to date somebody that worked as a receptionist in a cosmetics office, and I would sit there and wait for her and just look at all these gorgeous women going in every day. And I would say to her, wow, that's pretty impressive. Like, I should just hang out here and do my seminars from here. So the point is, if you want to be the guy that can walk out the bar with the hottest girl, what you need to do is to know where the most beautiful women hang out, that is not the bar, meet them in those other locations, and then you can take them to the bar, and that means you can then walk out with her. And finding those other locations is what makes dating coaches good, because in any city, they're gonna be in different places. Sometimes you're gonna find them hanging out in a park, or sometimes you're gonna find them hanging out at a certain swimming pool, or sometimes they're gonna go to a certain hotel, outdoor party area. There's gonna be different areas, and different cities are gonna have different locations. And dating coaches usually make it a point to identify where the most beautiful women hang out. Once they can identify that location, it becomes very easy to go there, network, make friends, and then you can take those beautiful people that you wanna date to a bar, to a hotel, to a restaurant, or wherever it is you're taking them, and then you're the guy that walks in with the most beautiful girl and the guy that walks out with the most beautiful girl.
Do you want to discover the 3 things that women are naturally drawn to and change the way you look at attraction? It comes down to a very simple formula: abundance, confidence, and escalation. In my free ACE formula, I share with you how you can use these 3 sections to become the kind of person that women want to pursue and are naturally attracted to. To get access to my ACE formula, all you have to do is click the link in the description of this video and enter your regular details. So stop struggling to get dates and start living the life that you have always wanted.